Good morning and welcome to Highline H2H. I'm Stu Nyman, and once again I am joined by Andrew Bleckman. Together we will cover every point of every match today, every Saturday and Monday morning. Now through basically the end of the year, we'll present Highline H2H at Magic City Highline. Highline H2H will present 6 matches today, pairing up Highline players of similar ability who will compete in a best 2 of 3 set matches. The set is won by the first player to reach 6 points. Each match will be a test of speed, strategy, and stamina. Highline H2H allows players to compete in a format unique to Highline, but based directly on the more familiar format of a 2 out of 3 set tennis match. If you're joining us for the first time, you will see the ball traveling in excess of 125 miles an hour off 3 walls within a glass-enclosed court, traditionally referred to as the concha. The concha is the court within the fronton. The fronton is the building in which we play Highline. We welcome you to a sport of unparalleled excitement. Welcome to Highline H2H for June 14th, 2021. Andrew, how are you?
Stu, I'm doing well.
You don't have to yell. Let's take it easy on the voice.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but as you can tell, a little bit early, dealing with a bit of a lost voice. Hasn't been found. I'm looking for it. Maybe it's with Willow's cooler somewhere. So maybe he can find that for me sometime today. But back in here, we're going to do our best with this, and we can talk. So that's all we're able to do. We'll talk some highlight, and we'll have a regular show for you all. 4 minutes away, though, from our first match of the day today. We got group number 1, Stu. This is the best group of players we have here at Magic City. Coming out, Carbayos, Ikeda, Julen, Benny, and Spinner will be the 6 that you see out there today. And good time to remind you of their overall records here for this Highline H2H. Ron up at 4-0. Actually, with a 2-game advantage over everybody else in this group. You have Carbayos at 2-2, Ikeda and Julen also. Those 3 players at 2-2, their overall records. Benny 1-3, Spinner also at 1-3 overall. So kind of bunched up there outside of Ron, who was up at the top, familiar territory for him. So a big opportunity for some of these guys towards the middle of the pack to have a nice day, get to 2-0 and improve their record to 4-2 and perhaps sneak into that bonus money here for Highline H2H. We are just about 2 minutes away, though, from that first match of the day, a little under 2 minutes. So, Stu, just about a minute. First match of the day will feature number 55, Benny, versus number 35, Spinner. I haven't seen how these guys have played here this week, but I saw that terrific game number 8 yesterday in that performance, which Benny and Spinner, both of whom had game point. Benny ultimately took that game. So, what do you expect from these two coming out here this morning?
We have youth versus experience. I think that's the best way to describe this matchup. We have Benny, who is, of course, a rookie here at Magic City in 2021, all of 17 years old. He'll be 18 at the end of the month. Actually, he'll be 18 here soon. And actually, sorry, July 14th is his birthday. And Spinner just recently turned 30 with about 10 years of experience in professional Highlights. So the rookie versus the veteran is what we're about to see here in our first match of the day.
Yes, and we said Benny 1-3 overall. I believe his first win, only win, in this regular season came against Carbayos, which was in that epic first match that they played where Benny came back and actually won in 3 sets. So this is a guy that not scared of the opponent, with a guy like Spinner lining up there against him with plenty of years of experience he is not going to be fazed by the moment here. He's shown that in his few months here at Magic City already. So we had those quadruple zeros flashing. We got some highlight to get to, Stu. Game number one, match number one of the day.
Time to begin our first match for Highline H2H. Once again, this is for June 14th, 2021. Benny is up first and serving. Receiving is Spinner. 2 judges in place. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets will win the match. Here's Benny's first serve. Serve is good, landing there between the 4 and 7 line. Backhand by Benny. Rebote by Spinner. That's the rebound from the back wall. Has to be caught and thrown in one motion. Benny from the 9 line on the forehand to the inside. Both players showing us here that you want to try to keep that ball as close to the side wall as possible. Soft touch, the drop shot, Dehata. Benny moves up, makes the catch, goes outside with it, and scores. So, Spinner tried a kill shot. The Dehata. That's a drop shot, thrown softly to the front wall. Benny's got those 17-year-old legs, ran up on it, took it through an outside placement. The key, throw the ball where your opponent's not. Both of them did it. One got to him, one did not. Benny scores. First up on the board for H2H this morning. Excellent serve by Benny. Will score. Benny has 2 points. Backhand by Spinner. Rebote forehand by Benny. Spinner, tip ball at the 10 line. Point for Benny in the white shirt. He has 3 points. Once again, the first player to reach 6 points will win the set, and the first player to win 2 sets wins the match. Rebote left side, 2-all. Does not open up, means it didn't cut to the outside the way you want that 2-all to. Rebote, that's the rebound from the back wall. This one caught by Spinner. Karam by Spinner, caught by Benny. There's an outside placement that will score. Beautifully thrown by Spinner. I think the phrase turnabout is fair play. Benny had scored on that outside placement earlier, catching Spinner off guard. Now, Benny was closer to that one, but...
Well, I was going to say, I think he was a little bit surprised that he actually threw it a little more towards the center outside, but Spinner, it takes a lot of guts to throw that and blew it by him there on the outside. Perfectly executed. Gets him on the board here in this first match.
There's a serve by Spinner. Hard first serve, caught by Benny. Backhand. Spinner from the 11 line to the inside, caught in the air by Benny. Backhand by Benny. Rebote, that rebound off the back wall, played by Spinner. Here's Benny. Benny gets it over his head. Spinner makes the rebote. Benny makes the catch. Rebote forehand, not enough. That falls short of the front wall. Point for Spinner in the black shirt. Spinner now has 2 points. Benny has 3. First set played to 6 points. First serve is an overserve. The ball must land between the 4 and 7 line. That's only on the serve. After that, ball's just thrown forward towards the front wall. Front wall is that glass space above where it says Magic City Highline. Ball always thrown forward in Highline. Here's the backhand by Benny to the inside. Spinner makes the catch at the 11 line. Spinner goes deep. Robote, the rebound from the back wall, right up the middle. Caught by Spinner. Spinner throws it hard to the inside. Benny makes a difficult Robote save. 2-all by Spinner will score. That's the key in Highline. Throw the ball where your opponent's not. When you've thrown a fall-down Robote and you're kind of laid out there on the floor, you need to get back up on your feet and start moving as quick as possible. Otherwise, you're basically telegraphing to your opponent exactly where he needs to throw the ball. So we're tied up at 3 apiece. First serve by Spinner is an overserve. Backhand by Benny. Robote, forehand by Spinner. Caught by Benny at the 10 line. He comes over the top, looking to get that bounce. Spinner cuts it off on the side wall. Robote left side by Benny. Spinner backing up, makes the catch. Benny from the 8 line. Back to the inside. Scoop by Benny. Robote forehand by Benny. Spinner, carom, that does not open up. It's literally in the middle of the court. That carom does open up. Spinner stops it. Gets it off in time. Scooped by Benny. Hard throw to the inside. Spinner doing a good job running all over the place to try to stay on top of these balls. When you stop that ball to the outside, you really want to be able to kill it. Otherwise, if you give it to your opponent on the forehand, does exactly what Benny does there. Just throw it back to the inside, low and hard, so you don't feed the Robote.
Sorry, so I was going to say, all set up by that poor carom that Spinner threw. Maybe the fact that he was a little bit tired. You see the fatigue playing a part of this match early here. Set number 1 is that one. It's just picture perfect, though.
Carom scores, well thrown, and scoring. We're tied up at 4 apiece. Once again, sets played to 6 points. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match. Catch by Benny. Benny to the inside. Tries to get it back to the side wall, but Spinner cuts it off before it gets there. Benny takes it on the hop. Low and hard to the inside. Tough Robote, saved by Benny. He's up and moving. 2-all by Spinner. Will score. That gives Spinner 5 points and a possible set point. First serve is an overserve. Highline H2H affording players 2 serve. Second serve coming up for Spinner. This must be good. Serve must land between the 4 and 7 line. Cannot touch the lines. Backhand by Benny. Catch by Spinner. Benny, backhand. Robote off the back wall. Thrown by Spinner to the inside. Benny's there. That's a good catch. That ball is on the side wall. Robote forehand by Spinner. Ooh, cuts back to the inside. That's a tough catch by Benny. Benny sends it back to pass. Robote saved by a spinner. Benny's there. Low and hard to the inside, scooped up by spinner. Robote by Benny. Carom by spinner. Benny was ready for this one. He stops it. Returns a carom that opens up. Stopped by spinner. Tough throw by spinner. Will score. Spinner wins the first set. 6 points. So spinner taking the first set 6-4. Players get a minute to regroup. We'll bring them back out. Begin our second set.
Comes back, wins it 6-4 after finding himself down early, 3-0. So we've seen that Highline H2H has been a game of runs here. 3 straight for Benny to start it off. Spinner came back, tied it up at 3 apiece, and then Spinner getting 3 out of those last 4 points to close out the match. 6-4. Carom working for Spinner early. Benny was playing just good, solid defense. A couple mistakes early from Spinner gave him a few of those points, but ever since then, about that 3-0 mark, Spinner has looked really solid out there, mixing in some kill shots, making some great scoops. So we'll see here, Benny has shown that he can come back from any deficit against anybody on this roster. Still a youth versus experience match. Not going to be fazed by the fact that he's down just 1 set here to start off.
I don't think Spinner wants to go to 3 sets, especially not with with another match coming up within the hour. So,
especially against a guy who fatigue is certainly not going to be a factor at his age, hasn't shown that yet. So Spinner 6-4 wins that one. We will go to set number 2 here and begin that in just a moment.
Spinner walks out onto the court, and actually, as Benny does too, you can see the long cord dangling down from the cesta. See Benny tying it on right there. That is called the cinta. Basically, the hand is in there flat, just like a regular glove, affixed to the top of the basket. So the only thing keeping your hand firmly in place is that long tie. Loosens up as the players play, and obviously, you want to take your hand out of that. Sometimes in between points you want to get a retie, but in this case, definitely between sets. So Benny will have the serve here to start things off in the second set. Excellent serve by Benny. That's a nice return by Spinner. Robote forehand by Benny. Long carom does not open up. It's stopped by Benny. Benny's hard forehand return stopped by Spinner. Carom by Spinner is off the court, so the carom is a 2-all shot thrown from the forehand that lands out of play. If you're tuning in for the first time, those lines on the floor, boundary lines, as you'd see in any other sport, got to stay within the lines when you throw those shots. Here's the serve by Benny. Robote forehand by Benny, caught by Spinner at the 9 line. Nice throw to the inside. Robote by Benny. Catch by Spinner. Spinner, that's a backhand 2-all that's caught easily by Benny. Benny's carom opens up and scores. Point 4, Benny. Well thrown. Over serve, second serve coming up. H2H affording players 2 serve. Second serve must be good. By good, we mean it's got to land between the 4 and 7 line. Bounce from right there behind the 11 line. Players' feet can be in front of the 11 line. That's a question that's come up before. Spinner trying to kill things right off the bat, throws it off the court. That's out of play. That gives Benny 3 points. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match. Excellent serve by Benny. Nice backhand by Spinner. Benny going for a tricky Robote. That rebound off the back wall has got to land inbounds. Of course, that one did not. That's out of play. Point 4, Spinner. It is 3-1. Spinner has the serve there in the black shirt. Backhand by Benny. Catch by Spinner. Rebote by Benny. Spinner from the 7 line. Hard throw to the inside. Benny's looking for a tricky rebote. He makes it. He gets up. Spinner from the 7 line. To the inside. Benny read it nicely. There's the backhand. Catch by
what
Spinner.
A grab.
Rebote forehand by Benny. Catch by Spinner at the 7 line. Spinner throws the carom. Benny read it. Stops it. Returns it hard. That's going to take a bounce. That's going to be out of the reach of Spinner. Well thrown by Benny. Benny has 4 points.
Now, Benny's certainly starting to read that carom a little bit better from Spinner. First time he's taken that shot, returned it right back, gotten it to score. That was a big point there. Gives him still a 3-point advantage as he switches up the serve.
Winds up with an underserve.
Just a bit under.
So, trying to move Spinner off the back wall, get him moving early. That resulted in an underserve. He has a second serve coming up here. This serve must be good.
But certainly like that thought with a guy with as good of a serve as Benny, players tend to hang back a little bit, switch it up with a guy like Spinner who maybe not want to run at this juncture of the match.
Hard throw to the inside, crossing the side wall. Spinner comes out with a beautiful catch. Rebote left side to the inside, low and inside. Spinner's there. Rebote by Benny. I think Benny thought he was going to get a little more bounce out of that than he did. He didn't. At sidearm, carom scores 4. Spinner. You're not going to beat Spinner by putting it in the vicinity of where he's standing. You're not going to beat him that way. Spinner catches way too good. Spinner has 2 points. Benny has 4. First player to reach 6 points will win the set. Spinner won the first set 6-4. Benny's leading here in this second set 4-2. Backhand by Benny. Catch by Spinner. Rebote forehand by Benny. Spinner from the 12 line. Throw over the top. Caught by Benny. Carom by Benny opens up and scores. That is a beautiful 2-all kill shot thrown from the forehand. The closer you are to the side wall, the more difficult it is to get that ball to what we call open up. So by opening up, we mean that it hits the side wall, hits the front wall, lands in the floor right towards that boundary line, close to the front wall. Possible set point for Benny. Catch by Benny. Backhand. Rebote forehand. Benny makes the catch in the air. Oh, that carom caught the top of the pad. It was the right shot to throw. That was absolutely the right shot to throw. Throw the ball where your opponent's not. Spinner was not there to make the carom, but try to get it in a little too close. And it caught the pad. Spinner has 3 points. Still possible set point for Benny and White. Backhand by Benny. Powerful backhand by Benny right to the corner. Rebote by Spinner. Catch by Benny. Benny, Costado to the inside. Costado's that throw from the shoulder level on the left side. Rebote forehand is up. Catch by Spinner. 2-all by Spinner into the pad. Point and set for Benny. So, Spinner won the first set 6-4. Benny wins the second set 6-3. That will take us to a third and decisive set.
And it was Benny playing a little bit more offense in that second set. Obviously, we know what he's capable of, the way he catches the ball, too. Both of these guys, really, as you said, with Spinner, he's terrific as well. But Benny throwing some more of those caroms, got him a couple points, and look at that. Spinner was unable to get to those, wasn't able to quite figure it out with that carom that he got in the first set. So 6-3 was that second set result, meaning we go to a third and decisive set to get our morning started. And we'll get both these guys coming out here in just a few seconds. Spinner will have the serve here to begin this third set. Loser of the previous set will always serve to begin the next one. LB Spinner, 0-0. First 1-6 will take this match. Stu?
And we have Spinner seated back here, tying himself into the cesta.
Would have been better timing had the players been out there on the court. That's my bad. A little early on that. We're still getting back into it.
That's all right. It did hit the clock hit 0.
I mean, look, we're waiting. Clock was at 0. Spinner's out there. Got it all tied up. Now, looks like we are ready to begin set number 3.
Backhand by Benny. Here's the catch by Spinner. Benny, rebote. Spinner moves up, attacks. 2-all with a sharp cut on it. Benny comes in, has it. Carambola on the return will scores. What's a carambola? Carambola's thrown to the front wall. It goes from the front wall to the side wall, shoots straight back out. That scores for Benny. Again, the key is throwing the ball where your opponent's not, either by throwing shots or by bouncing it in front of him or over his head. However you can do that. Benny picks up the first point of the third and decisive set. Hard serve by Benny. Good catch by Spinner. Backhand by Spinner. That's on the wall. That's a beautiful save by Benny. Spinner with the 2-all. That lands in and scores. Point for Spinner in the black shirt. We're tied up at 1 point apiece.
And Spinner obviously a little bit upset with himself after that first point because just a little soft touch on that 2-all where Benny was able to run under it, get it, and then kill the point from there. That time wasn't going to mess with it again. A little more behind it. No chance for Benny to get there. Ties it up at 1 apiece.
Catch by Benny. Backhand. Rebote left side. That's the rebound off the back wall. Oh, my guess is going to be, well, don't have to guess, he dropped it. That's what happened. But why would he drop a ball that he normally catches pretty well? I think he saw a Spinner right out of his periphery, was deciding where he was going to throw the ball before he made the catch. One of the most common problems in Highline. 2 very distinct processes. Have to make that catch before you make that throw or even really think about that throw. Over serve. Second serve coming up for Spinner. We're in the third and decisive set. Spinner leads 2-1. Spinner won the first set 6-4. Benny won the second set 6-3. Second serve here for Spinner. Backhand by Benny. Catch by Spinner. Benny, that's a tough rebote. Good positioning by Spinner. Spinner goes hard to the inside. Rebote left side by Benny. He's up. Spinner's there. Spinner low and hard to the inside. Tough rebote. Scores on the second bounce. Point for Spinner in the black shirt. Spinner has 3 points. Benny has 1. Excellent serve by Spinner. Benny takes it on the forehand. Puts it to the inside. Hard throw by Spinner. Rebote forehand just saved by Benny. Spinner runs in, makes the catch. Rifles it low and hard. That's a great catch and a nice return by Benny. Rebote saved by Spinner. Rebote saved by Benny. Here's Spinner at the 6th line. Fake the carom, put it inside. Benny saves the rebote. They did, however, throw it into the overhead screen. That's out of play. Point for Spinner. He has 4 points. Benny has 1. We're in the third and final set of our first match for H2H today. First player to reach 6 points in this set will win the set and the match. Benny takes it on the forehand. Surprising there, but work for him. Carom. Worked. Benny hesitated. Lost the point as a result of that hesitation. He started a move out there. Thought it might have caught the top of the pad. It did not. That was well thrown by Spinner. Possible set, possible match point for Spinner in the black shirt. Backhand by Benny. Catch by Spinner. Backhand by Spinner. Rebote. The rebound comes out. Benny plays it. Caught by Spinner. Spinner to the inside. That's going to be a tough rebote for Benny. That's in the overhead screen. Point set and match for Spinner there in the black shirt. Well played by both players.
So Spinner wins that one 6-4, 3-6, 6-1. Really good third set there for Spinner. Is how Benny struggling there in that third and final one, but Spinner made it happen, forced Benny into some tough shots, and a 6-1 victory made it pretty easy for himself in that third and final set of the match. So Spinner improves to 2-3 overall. Benny drops to 1-4. That is after winning his first match in this group number 1, but can't take anything away from the 17-year-old. The fact that he is out here even competing with this group number 1 with just a few months of highlight playing experience at the professional level. So kudos to him for hanging in there, and a guy that's certainly going to improve on a daily basis. You'll see him get better as this season goes on. But that is just one match down, 5 more to go here on this Monday morning, match number 2 of the day. This should be a good one. We have Carbayos facing off against Ikeda. Carbayos record in this group, number 1 for H2H singles, is the same as Ikeda's. Both players at 2-2. So the winner of this one will get back over 500, improve to 3-2. The loser will drop to 2-3. So big match for a variety of reasons. Both these guys would like to get back into second place in this group and perhaps have a chance at maybe even sneaking into some bonus money and taking down Ron towards the end of this season, which to this point still no one has been able to do. So we see those quadruple zeros on the clock. We will see who has the serve first. It looks like it will be Carbayos.
Yes, it is in fact Carbayos on the serve. So ready to begin our next match of Carbayos versus Ikeda. First player to reach 6 points will win the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match. Carbayos serves, starts things off with a hard serve, an excellent serve, picked up nicely by Ikeda. He grabbed it, but able to make the throw, first point. goes to Carbayos. Serve comes in low and hard and does score. That is point for Carbayos. I would be calling these aces. However, can't really call it an ace when the player makes contact with it. So, not an ace. Just not able to return it so far. But Carbayos definitely taking advantage of the 2-serve rule and firing these first serves in. That's a good catch by Ikeda. Nice backhand. Rebote forehand by Carbayos. Carbayos a little too dependent on that scoop, going for the scoop. Take 2 steps forward, catch the ball in the air. But no, opted for the scoop, missed the ball. Ikeda gets the point. Carbayos on the catch. Backhand. Catch by Ikeda. Backhand from the 9 line. Rebote forehand. That's the play off the back wall. Scoop by Ikeda. Low and hard to the inside. Catch by Carbayos. Low and hard by Carbayos. Ikeda chooses the rebote. The rebound from the back wall. Carbayos. Backhand. Rebote right up the middle. Played by the forehand of Ikeda. Carbayos. 2-all. Does not open up. Stopped by Ikeda. Ikeda's carom drops in and scores. Beautifully executed by Ikeda. Point for Ikeda there in the purple shirt.
Oh, good for Ikeda there. 2 quick points for Carbayos. Didn't even get the ball back off the front wall. Comes right back. Makes a good carom there to tie it right back up at 2. Good resiliency shown early in this match. Now he's got control of the serve.
Carbayos, powerful forehand. Carbayos in the way, but no interference because Ikeda was able to complete the catch and throw. Rebote forehand. Catch by Carbayos. 2-all scores. And that is Carbayos basically yelling at himself out of frustration. Certainly, Ikeda did absolutely nothing wrong. If anything else, Carbayos was completely in Ikeda's way. Usually doesn't go on for 2 more after that. So let's see if he can control that energy and get some points on the board. Ikeda leads 3-2. Backhand by Carbayos. Looks like Carbayos was able to regroup, which is good to see. Rebote forehand by Carbayos. Catch by Ikeda. Outside placement by Ikeda will score. See, this is where you want Carbayos, who's got all the talent and energy in the world, to maintain his focus, not lose focus, keep his eye on where the ball's going. Otherwise, he gets beat by a simple outside placement like that he clearly has the speed to get to.
Well, he's kind of overreacting to where he's throwing it. He wants to get there so badly that Ikeda, smart shot from him, just put it outside softly and 4-2 advantage. That's 4 straight for him. See if Carbayos can stop the bleeding.
Rebote, the rebound from the back wall. High scoop by Carbayos. Carom by Carbayos. He telegraphed it. Ikeda was right there, just not able to make the catch. He was in position to make the catch. Could not bring it in. Gotta love the pace of this first set. So that gets Carbayos back in range with 3 points. Ikeda has 4. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match. Excellent catch by Ikeda. Strong backhand by Ikeda. Here's Carbayos for the rebote. Rebote a little wild, but in play. Beautiful throw. Here's Carbayos. Ikeda reads it perfect. Hard throw to the inside. Carbayos looking for the rebote. Makes the diving save. That hits the rail just above the front. possible set point for Ikeda. Karam by Ikeda will score. Point and set for Ikeda. So what we need is for Carbayo to go and collect himself, come back out here and do what we know he can do, which is win the second set and force us into a third set.
So, that was Ikeda 6-3. I mean, Ikeda, he's just tough. I mean, when he's catching the way he is this morning, you can tell when he's in a bit of a rhythm. I mean, it's tough to get anything by him, and really frustrating Carbayos to start off this day. A frustrating guy to play against when he plays like that. We've seen when he is on, he took out Douglas in that national tournament. I think it was 6-1 the score, so... You know, people may sleep on Ikeda a little bit, but this guy's got all the skills, great catcher of the ball, and, you know, that's pretty much half the battle. If you can get that down really well, you can do a lot of different things there. So good first set for him. See if Carbayos can regroup. That will be a big storyline headed into this second set.
We're potentially going to see a fantastic, exciting set coming up here. Once again, it's a question of whether or not Carbayos has the ability to regroup. Excellent catch by Ikeda off a beautiful serve by Carbayos. Carbayos, powerful backhand, good catch by Ikeda. Carbayos clipped the side wall. That lands in and scores. Point four. Carbayos, he's first up on the board in the second set. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match. Served by Carbayos. First serve is good. That is a fantastic... I can't even tell you how good that catch by Ikeda was. That was such a good catch. Powerful forehand by Carbayos. Hard throw by Ikeda. Carbayos, strong backhand. Rebote forehand by Ikeda. Catch by Carbayos. Carbayos showing that concentration that we wanted to see earlier. Ikeda hanging in there, throw for throw. Beautiful backhand. Rebote forehand by Ikeda. Carbayos comes back to the inside from the forehand. Ikeda, forehand rebote. Catch by Carbayos. Nice backhand by Carbayos. Rebote forehand. Ball tipped. Point for Carbayos. See? What did he do?
Certainly regroup there.
Yeah.
Well, he's back, you can tell.
He was able to regroup, he was able to control, and he played beautifully. He has 2 points here in the second set. Excellent serve again by Carbayos, but Ikeda makes those catches. Catch by Ikeda, backhand by Ikeda. Scoop by Ikeda. Sidearm carom opens up and scores. That is beautifully executed by Ikeda. It scores. Ikeda's on the board with a 1 point. Carbayos has 2. First player to reach 6 wins the set. Backhand by Carbayos. Excellent catch by Ikeda. Rebote left side, clips the side wall, puts it in the forehand of Ikeda. Ikeda faked it 2-all back to the inside. Carbayos there. Rebote forehand by Ikeda, caught in the air by Carbayos. Backhand by Carbayos. Rebote forehand by Ikeda. Carbayos, left side. Clips the side wall. Rebotes to the outside. Ikeda made the save, but hooked it. Point for Carbayos in the yellow shirt. He has 3 points. Excellent catch again by Ikeda off another hard serve by Carbayo. Backhand by Carbayo, caught by Ikeda. Ikeda to the inside. Scoop attempt missed. Robote saved by Carbayo. Good catch by Ikeda. Ikeda's carom opens up and scores beautifully. Point for Ikeda. Ikeda has 2 points. Carbayo has 3. First player to reach 6 points will win the set. Ikeda did win the first set, 6-3. Catch by Ikeda. Backhand by Ikeda. Nice catch by Carbayo. Low and hard from the forehand. Here's Ikeda. Ikeda bounces it to the inside. Carbayo. Carom. Beautifully executed carom by Carbayo will score. Well thrown. Point for Carbayo in the yellow shirt. He has 4 points. Forehand by Ikeda. Big bounce there at the 9 line. Carbayo, Robote, clips the sidewall again. Carom scores. Point for Ikeda. Ikeda has 3 points. Carbayo has 4, keeping it close. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. Floater. That cleared the overhead screen.
My goodness.
Carom Robote. Scoop attempt missed. Point for Ikeda. Well, in the battle of fancy, Ikeda won. They both
certainly did.
They both did something fancy. Ikeda threw a forehand Carom Robote. Carbayo couldn't handle it. He has tied up at 4 apiece. Robote forehand by Ikeda. Catch by Carbayo. Carbayo to the inside. Catch. Oh, tip, rather, by Ikeda. Ball goes right off the cesta. That sets up possible set point here in our second set for Carbayo in the yellow shirt. Ikeda has 4. Catch by Ikeda. Carom by Ikeda going for broke. That is point and set to Carbayos. So we will go to a third and decisive set in this high-energy match so far between Carbayo and Ikeda.
I think the fans deserve a third setter here between these two. Just incredible action. High intensity, high pace to begin, and these guys are throwing shots, making great catches, doing some fancy stuff, and it's kind of got everything that you could want in a Magic City Highline match going on here between Ikeda and Carbayo. And as we said, most importantly, these guys are tied in the standings, 2-2 the overall records for both individuals, so the winner here will improve to 3-2, get back over 500. The loser drops to 2-3, which in the grand scheme of this group number 1, don't want to stray too far away from Ron in that loss column. He's got 0 in his entire career to start off H2H, 4-0 here in this regular season. So big match here, big set. First 1 to 6, we'll take this one and improve to that 3-win mark.
There's a serve by Ikeda to start things off. Carbayo, backhand. Catch by Ikeda, backhand. Goes deep. Robote's coming out to the 6th line. Turn to the outside by Carbayo. Ikeda on the Robote. He makes the save. Carballo misses the catch there at the side wall. Point for Ikeda. Ikeda gets the first point of this third and decisive set. Powerful forehand by Carballo. Rebote forehand by Ikeda. Catch by Carballo at the 7 line. He goes back to the inside. Ikeda for the rebote. To the inside, big bounce. Carballo going to look for the rebote. That's a wonderful save by Carballo. Karam opens up. Carballo reads it, stops it, returns it. Ikeda comes up with a phenomenal, a phenomenal catch. Interference ruled. The point will be replayed, and of course he broke his senta. So we'll find Carballo another piece of equipment, and then we'll continue. And Ikeda getting clarification from the judge on why that was interference. And so it's important to remind folks that interference is a request made by the player who believes that he's interfered with. If in the judgment of the referee, court official, was interference, interference will be granted and the point will be replayed. There's several things that go into deciding whether or not interference did in fact occur. And in the judge's assessment, that was interference. Points replayed. Ikeda leads 1-0. Here's the serve. Ball tipped. Point for Carballo. We're tied up at 1 apiece. We're in the third and decisive set of this match between Carballo and Ikeda. Carballo has the serve. Excellent catch by Ikeda. Backhand. Catch by Carballo. Backhand. Catch by Ikeda on the forehand. Back to the inside he goes. Scoop attempt is missed by Carballo. Point for Ikeda. Ikeda has 2 points. Carballo has 1. Catch by Ikeda at the 8 line. Ikeda goes back to the inside. Carballo for the rebote. It's a nicely played rebote by Carballo. Hard throw. Scores. Point for Ikeda. Ikeda has 3 points. Carballo has 1. Rebote forehand by Ikeda. Catch by Carballo. Sidearm Karam. Ikeda reads it, stops it, returns it. That's a great catch by Carballo. Carballo going for the soft play. Ikeda reads it, rifles this to the inside where it scores. Carballo throws that drop shot, that Tejada, as well as anybody, but knowing when to throw it is key. If your opponent is standing there at the 6 line, you're not going to throw it soft enough for him not to get to it.
Yeah, it seems like he hooked it a little bit too, which brought it more back to the middle of the court, and Ikeda had all the time in the world to run under it and kill the point from then on. So
it's a good shot. You just got to be aware of where your opponent is. 4 points for Ikeda. Long Karam scores. Beautifully thrown by Carballo. Carballo has 2 points. Ikeda has 4. First player to reach 6 points will win the set and the match, as we're in the third and decisive set. That's a great serve by Carballo and a fantastic catch by Ikeda. Ikeda, concentration, makes that rebote. Catch by Carballo. Carballo puts it back inside. Ikeda hustling, makes this rebote save. Back on his feet. Here's Carballo winding up, right up the middle. Scoop by Ikeda. That was a beautiful scoop by Ikeda. Throw by Carballo. Catch by Ikeda. Ikeda to the inside. Carballo picks it up on the left side. There's the backhand. Rebote is coming low. Ikeda makes the save. Scoop by Carballo. Karen by Carballo is in the pad. That is point for Ikeda, giving him possible set, possible match point with 5 points. Carballo from the forehand, catch by Ikeda. Backhand by Ikeda. Rebote by Carballo, catch by Ikeda. Powerful forehand by Carballo. Ikeda, forehand to the inside. Tough pickup, not made by Carballo. Point set, and a well-earned match by Ikeda there in the purple shirt. And what has been easily the most aggressive match we've had played in Highline H2H so far, and certainly as competitive as any players we've seen on the court.
And entertaining too. I mean, could watch those two go at it all day, every day. Good, they have good styles that kind of match up. I mean, Ikeda catches everything, has a little bit of finesse to his game too. Carballo, I mean, you know about Carballo. I mean, finesse, power, kind of has it all too. So, I mean, great style from these two. Played a great match, but it was Ikeda ultimately. 6-3, 4-6, 6-2. Third sets today have been a little bit more of a blowout than may have expected given the first couple here. I was in that first match there with Spinner and Benny, also in this second one with Ikeda and Carballo. So 2 for 2 on 3 setters to start off this morning. But we got our third match of the morning, 3 of 6 here today. Last two guys you have yet to see in this group. Number 1, that will be number 12, Ron versus number 16, Julen. Ron, as you know, been the class of this group, number 1 since Magic City unveiled this new H2H format in the beginning of that short season. Went undefeated 12-0 in the short season, improved his record to 4-0 to begin this regular season here. So a combined 16-0 for Ron, and I think he's only dropped, was it maybe 3 total sets in this. So he has been dominant. He's looked very good. We got a guy out there, Julen, plenty of playing experience, getting more familiar with this short court. Julen at 2-2 his overall record in this group, so we'll see if he can knock him off and add 1 to that loss column for Ron and make things very interesting in this group number 1.
So we're ready to begin our next match. We have Ron in orange. We have Julen in pink. We'll have 2 judges here on the court in just a moment. We'll begin this match. As always, in Highline H2H, the first player or team to reach 6 points will win the set, and the first player or team to win 2 sets wins the match. Backhand by Julen. Rebote forehand by Ron. Julen chose to keep it on the forehand. Had to duck down and try to get that ball. Point goes to Ron. He has 3 points. Backhand by Julen. Rebote forehand by Ron. Julen from the Teng line. On the right side, low and hard to the inside. Ron is there. Backhand by Ron, thrown beautifully. Rebote save, high to the front wall by Julen. That's a really pretty throw. Ron makes the save. Great situational awareness. knowing where that front wall is and what you have to do to get that ball back up to the front wall to make the save. Rebote forehand by Julen. Here's Ron. Backhand by Ron. Hard throw to the inside. Julen, left side Rebote. The rebound from the back wall has to be caught and thrown in one fluid motion. That Sesta cannot stop. That's missed by Julen. 4 straight points for Ron in the orange shirt. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match. Rebote 2-all, does not open up. Ron catches it on the left side. Ball goes off the tip of Julen Sesta. It is possible set point for Ron with a straight 5 points. Hard first serve by Ron. Great catch by Julen. There's the backhand. Rebote left side by Ron. Julen's going to look for the rebote. Tougher of the 2 plays. Try to catch it on the bounce coming at you, or the slow rebote coming off the back wall. Julen went for the rebote. Missed it. That is point and set for Ron. So Ron takes the first set in a shutout. 6-0. Second set coming up in just a moment.
Well, if that is the first time you've tuned in, I think you can probably tell why that guy has been undefeated thus far. And you mentioned the situational awareness when the ball kind of took a weird bounce, then a high bouncer went back, and a flying rebote save on the right side. I mean, this guy can really do it all, mixed in a couple kill shots, made every catch that came to him, and it's just not a simple way to beat him. I mean, you think that, you can try to kill the point, that you risk throwing it out of play, throwing it high, you want to rally with him. It's not going to work. So Ron really showing you the full arsenal here to get it going. 6-0 shuts him out in that first set. So see how he comes back here for an encore.
By situational awareness, what we're talking about is when you're doing something, whatever it is, trying to catch the ball, trying to make the rebote, whatever it is keeping very clearly in mind where that front wall is, where the pad is as well, where the overhead screen is, where the outer bounds is concerned. So you need to keep all those things in mind while you're trying to do whatever you need to do. So here's the beginning of our second set. Julen will have the serve. Julen serves. We begin. Catch by Ron. Julen sets up for the rebote at the 8 line. Ron, tough catch on the backhand. Backhand by Julen. Rebote left side by Ron. Catch by Julen in the air. Julen throws one right up the middle. Ron's there. Ron sees Julen hanging out in the inside. Throws the 2-all and it scores. Beautifully thrown by Ron. He leads 1-0 here in the second set. Did Julen make a mistake? No, he didn't make a mistake. He just didn't get moving quick enough to make Ron think about whether or not he was going to throw it inside or to the outside. Someone standing about 3 feet from the side wall, you got a 2-all available to you to throw it.
And he doesn't give his opponent second chances either.
No.
Like you say, you leave him open like that, he's going to take that every time, and he's up 1-0.
Ron is easily the least forgiving player on the roster. If you make a mistake and your positioning is off, he's going to take advantage of it. Like right there, perfect example.
Again.
Perfect example. Throw the ball where your opponent is not. Not always easy to do, because sometimes you've just struggled to make that catch. But you want to throw the ball where your opponent is not standing. If he's inside, throw it out. Conversely, if your opponent's throwing the ball, show that you have some movement from side to side, that you can go left or right to make the catch. Here's a serve by Ron. Powerful throw by Julen. That's main part of Julen's game, is all that power on the forehand. Catch by Julen. Backhand. Julen looks like he's picked up the pace just a little bit here. Excellent catch by Julen. There's a nice backhand. Catch by Julen on the forehand. Hard throw to the inside. Good catch by Ron. There's the backhand. Rebote left side, just above the pad. That rebote is the rebound off the back wall. There's that 2-all. Catch by Julen. Julen blasts the forehand. One-handed scoop by Ron. That's one of those go for broke kind of. Yeah, it's
goodness.
just you're beat, so stick your cest out there. If it's in the vicinity, maybe you'll pick it up. That's what Ron did. Worked out for him. He has 3 points. Julen played terrific. Ron just had a clutch catch. Backhand by Julen. Catch by Ron. Julen from the left side. Backhand to the inside. Rebote forehand by Ron. Scoop by Julen. Julen goes hard to the inside. Interference ruled. The point will be replayed. Once again, interference in Highline is a request made by the player who believes that they were interfered with. 2. The judge has to assess that interference did in fact take place. A few different things that go into that decision. Backhand by Julen. Rebote forehand by Ron. Catch by Julen. Low and hard by Julen. Catch by Ron. Backhand by Ron. Scoop by Julen. Strong backhand. Rebote forehand by Ron. Julen will look for the rebote at the 9 line. Makes it from the left side. High scoop missed. Rebote's there. Well played by Ron. Ron's everywhere today. Straight throw to the back by Julen. Rebote forehand. Ooh. Looked like he tried to go outside with that forehand rebote. As a result, threw it into the pad, and the pad is bad. Point for Julen. Julen gets on the board with the point. Ron has 3 points. First player to win 6 points. Win the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match. Excellent serve by Julen and a good return by Ron. Backhand by Ron. Catch by Julen. Ron. Backhand. Julen from the 9 line. Forehand a little lower to the inside. Ron picks it up. There's the backhand. Right to the corner. Ooh, that's a tough one. Excellent rebote save by Julen. Ron has it where he likes it. Winds up a 2-all that opens as wide as it can and scores. That ball cuts out before the 4 line. Beautifully thrown by Ron. That gives Ron 4 points. Julen has 1. First player to reach 6 points will win the set. Rebote forehand by Ron. Catch by Julen. Julen rifles it to the inside. Ron going for it. Cannot make the catch. Point for Julen. He has 2 points. Ron has 4. Catch by Julen. Backhand. He goes deep. Rebote forehand by Ron. Passes beautifully. Forehand rebote by Julen. Nicely played. One-handed grab by Ron. Here's the backhand. Julen forehand rebote to the inside. Ron's there. Back to the inside he goes. Julen had the cesta there. Was not able to complete the catch. Good effort by Julen. Fine play by Ron. Ron has 5 points. Possible set, possible match point for Ron in the orange shirt. backhand by Julen. Rebote forehand by Ron. Scoop by Julen. Low runner to the inside. Ron's there. Backhand. Julen takes it in the air at the 7 line. Outside placement is wide. Point, set, and match for Ron in the orange shirt. He wins the first set 6-0, wins the second one 6-2.
And just to, what can you say about the guy? Just an all-around incredible performance there from Ron. 6-0, 6-2, taking out Julen in straight sets. And Julen picked it up in the second half of that second set, no doubt about it. Picked up a few points, but Ron, I mean, that may have been some of the best Jai-Alai he has ever played here at Magic City. I mean, mixed in the kill shots, the serve looked good, the Costado winner, I mean, Karam winner, everything, every part of his game was on display in that one. And when he's on, there is nobody quite like him. Well, there is a guy quite like him not playing here in group number 1, at least in this season of H2H. You know, how good did he play? Well, you got guys asking, when is Douglas coming back? So that should tell you everything you need to know about how that match just went right there. So round number 1 is done. Proverbial round number 1 here. Guys will come out for their second matches of the day, and these matches from now will all be repeat matches. Players have played 5 matches thus far, all 5 opponents in their group, so we're going back to the matches that we played on the first day. Starting off with a great one, we have Benny versus Carbayos. Now, if you remember, this was a while ago, all the way back on May 3rd when they played. Carbayos won the first set 6-0, shut out Benny. But then Benny came back, won the next set 6-1, and then the third set 6-3. That is Benny's only win in group number 1 here of H2H. See if he can get one more on the board. Carbayos today, as you know, dropped his first match to Ikeda. Benny dropped his first match to Spinner. So one of these guys will be 1-1 for the day. The other will drop to 0-2. Big match here to stay alive in this group number 1. Benny will serve to Carbayos to get it started.
See how Carbayos comes back from that loss to Ikeda in what was a very high energy game. See if he comes back with control or comes back distracted. There's a serve by Benny. We begin. So far, Carbayos, high degree of concentration and control on that backhand, and he gets the first point of this match. First player to reach 6 points will win the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match. Carbayos gets the first point of this match. Good catch by Benny. Backhand to the inside. Carbayos catches it in the air. Beautiful backhand by Carbayos. Forehand by Benny. Catch by Carbayos. Rebote left side by Benny. Catch by Carbayos. Carbayos takes a good long look. Almost too long. Benny makes the rebote save. Carbayos. Karam. Benny read it. It does score, but that's one of the risks. When you're taking a little bit of time to do that stuff, you're telegraphing what you're going to do. So take a peek and make the throw and be done with it. That doesn't just apply to Carbayos. That applies to everybody. Take your look and go. Beautiful first serve by Carbayos. Here's the backhand by Benny. Nice backhand by Benny. Rebote forehand throwing wall-to-wall by Carbayos. What power. Benny's there. 2-all will score. God. Throw the ball where your opponent's not. That's exactly what Benny did. Benny gets on the board with a point. Served by Benny. Carballo on the forehand. Sidearm carom opens up, stopped by Benny. Benny's forehand over Carballo's head. That's going to cut way out and score. Carballo's body was there, but his cesta wasn't. Well thrown by Benny. Point for Benny there in the white shirt. We're tied up at 2 apiece. Excellent catch by Benny. Good stop on the backhand. Rebote forehand by Carballo. Catch by Benny. Throws it to the inside. Point for Benny in the white shirt. Over serve, second serve coming up for Benny. Highline H2H affording players 2 serves. Second serve must be good, landing between the 4 and 7 line. Only time that the ball has to go some places on that serve. Got to land between the 4 and 7. Costado. Carballo reads it nicely. Rifles it low and hard to the inside. Benny, Rebote, keeps it low and inside. Carballo winds up. Split placement. Scoop. Not made by Benny. Want to try to catch that ball in the air if you can. Tough catch by Benny. Not made. Carballo has 3 points. We're tied up at 3 apiece. Catch by Benny. There's the backhand. Rebote forehand by Carballo. Catch by Benny. Backhand. Rebote forehand by Carballo. Catch by Benny. So, Benny tried to get a reverse 2-all in, and it didn't work. Instead, he threw the ball straight into the pad. You don't want to do that. Here's the serve by Carballo. That's an underserve. Second serve coming up. Catch by Benny. Powerful forehand by Benny. That's a good catch by Carballo back on the wall. Benny, forehand Rebote. Catch by Carballo up there at the 4 line. Hard throw to the inside. Benny for the Rebote. It's a 2-all. Lands out. Point for Carballo. (5-3), possible set point for Carballo. What a catch by Benny off a bullet serve by Carballo. Carballo, forehand Rebote, rifled inside. Yeah, that took a Magic City bounce, folks. We have a few ridges, you'll notice there, in the side wall, and occasionally the ball comes in contact with that. That doesn't constitute interference. That's part of the court. So that's a unique feature here at Magic City, a dangerous feature here at Magic City. So Magic City bounce results in a win of the first set for Carballo. Come back and play our second set in just a minute.
(6-3) for Carballo, set number 1. And I think he definitely was refocused out there, coming out for his second match.
No question about it.
And I think it's more to that, too. The first time they played, and certainly Carbayos remembers the fact that he maybe blew that lead to Benny, ended up losing the final 2 sets of that match, and added one more to the loss column for him. So, I feel like that's certainly in the back of his mind, wants to take him out here. He's able to regroup, refocus, and get it done there. 6-3 after a nice little run by Benny there. Tied it up at 3 apiece, thought that maybe this set was going to go a different way, but Carbayos was able to grind it out, get those final 3 points. So we move on to set number 2 now. Benny will have the serve here. And see if he can force a decisive third set.
And time to begin our second set. Reminder, first player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match. Benny lost the first set 6-3, so he'll have the first serve here in the second set. There's first serve by Benny. Catch by Carbayos. Powerful forehand, low and hard from the 9 line. Benny, forehand rebote. He just makes the save. Here's Carbayos winding up. 2-all. Hit the top of the pad. Any part of the pad is bad. Point for Benny. Benny gets the first point of the second set. Excellent first serve by Benny. Backhand by Carbayos. Beautifully played. Benny on the 2-all. Carbayos reads it, stops it on the left side. That is a tough rebote, but Benny somehow digs out the save. Carbayos with lots of time. Winding up. 2-all. Too much time, in fact. Telegraphed it. Benny rifles this, and it scores on the return. Point for Benny. Benny has 2 points. Carbayos has none. Benny has the serve. First player to reach 6 points will win the set. Carbayos won the first set, 6-3. Backhand by Carbayos. Rebote forehand by Benny. Catch by Carbayos. Beautifully executed by Carbayos. Great legs by Benny. Too much contact with that fence. You cannot move it out of the way with your left hand. We allow for incidental contact with the fence with the left hand. Your hand can graze up against it, can move past it, but you cannot grab a hold of it and move it. That you cannot do. That serve will score for Carbayos. That is a beautiful serve by Carbayos. Ball tipped by Benny. We're tied up at 2 apiece. Benny from the 10 line. Back to the inside. Catch by Carbayos. See, Benny was hanging out there, right there on the sidewall, right next to him. What are they doing standing next to each other? No, don't do that.
No.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't. Not with Carbayos, who can throw it. 3 points for Carbayos. He has the serve.
But good awareness by Carbayos to just immediately throw that 2-all. Didn't even need to be a good one to score.
Under serve, second serve coming up for Carbayos. Must be good. Highline H2H affording players 2 serves. Second serve coming up for Carbayos. Backhand by Benny. Rebote 2-all, beautifully thrown. Nicely stopped by Benny. Benny with a hard throw. Carbayos with a beautiful catch and a picture-perfect return on the backhand. Catch by Carbayos. Splits to the outside. Benny's there. Hard throw. That scores. That quick catch and release definitely not working for Carbayos there. Point for Benny. Here's a serve by Benny. Hard serve coming in. Caught by Carballo. Backhand. Low and hard. Clipped the side wall. Benny got it. Benny puts it back inside. Carballo missed the scoop. Point for Benny in the white shirt. Benny has 4 points. Carballo won the first set 6-3. Benny now leading in the second set 4-3. First player to win 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match. Catch by Carballo. Hard throw. Scooped up by Benny. Backhand by Benny. Low to the rebote. Taken on the forehand of Carballo. Benny back to the inside. Another good catch by Carballo. Rebote clips the sidewall. Caught by Carballo. Carballo to the inside. Benny sets up a tough rebote. Carballo makes the catch. Benny on the run. Not able to get there. Point for Carballo. Carballo has 4 points. We're tied up at 4 apiece. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets will win the match. Beautiful serve by Carballo. Nice catch and return by Benny. Beautiful backhand by Benny. That ball's on the wall. Nicely played on the rebote by Carballo. Back to the inside, not inside enough. Carballo has it. Carballo puts it to the inside beautifully where it scores. Point for Carballo. Carballo has 5 points. Possible set, possible match point for Carballo in the yellow shirt. Carballo with a hop makes the catch. And the Tejada scores the drop shot. Point, set, and match for Carballo in the yellow shirt. So Carballo wins the first one 6-3, wins the second one 6-4.
And avenges his loss to Benny in the previous time these two met up in H2H to begin this season. Carballo. So today he is 1-1. So jumps back up to 3-3 overall. So winning percentage still right there at 50%. Benny dropped both of his matches. He's down at the bottom there at 1-5. But as we said, so I think you may have been in the bathroom when I was saying this before. But Benny, the fact that he's able to compete with these guys at this level and play really competitive points and have wins, that just speaks to the type of player that he will become here in the next couple of years. The fact that he's just out here competing.
And Ikeda coming over and being playful.
Joining the fun.
Want to know what's wrong with your voice? Literally, that's
I do
what he wanted
too.
to know.
Yeah. If anyone can find it, let me know.
He left it on the field in Wisconsin. The field or the course?
Probably the field.
Field?
Hey, there was a lot of yelling for. I mean, it was left, right, all over the place with the driver, but not too many times with that.
So we have Ron and Spinner coming up next. I promise you one thing. You know, I don't do any prognostication, but I can safely assume that neither one of these players wants to go 3 sets.
Great. That's a great prognostication.
Yeah, I don't believe that either one of these guys is a fan of going 3 sets.
Well, and given the way that Ron played in that first one, hard to say anything other than a Ron victory coming up here. It would be a big win for Spinner. Spinner won his first match of the day, 2-3 overall. So if he can get this one, he would go back to 3-3, 50% winning percentage for this H2H in group number 1. Ron 5-0 after just a ridiculous match against Julen, where, as I said, that may have been some of the best Jai-Alai he's ever played here at Magic City coming on that stage. Well, he's got spinner again. First time these two matched up, it was Ron in straight sets, 6-3, 6-3. He will serve to begin here.
There's a serve by Ron. We've begun the match. Forehand by spinner. Ron with the scoop. Powerful backhand right to the corner. Rebote forehand by spinner. Catch by Ron. Ron with the 2-all. Not a particularly good 2-all. That's right in the forehand of spinner. Spinner's carom will score. The carom 2-all shot thrown from the forehand. First point of the match goes to spinner there in the black shirt. Once again, as always in Highline H2H, the first player to reach 6 points will win the set. The first player to win 2 sets will win the match. Backhand by Ron. Rebote forehand by spinner. Scoop by Ron. Low and hard to the inside. Spinner for the rebote. Ron follows it, makes the catch, rifles it. It scores. Point 4. Ron in the orange shirt. We're tied up at 1 apiece. Forehand by spinner. Rebote forehand by Ron. Carom by spinner will score. Point 4 spinner there in the black shirt. Spinner serves, Ron receives. Spinner has 2 points.
And that carom gave spinner a bunch of points in his first match of the day there against Benny to start it off. Now you're seeing the same thing against Ron. If he can get that in consistently, you can see it's going to be a much more interesting match than maybe we would have expected. 2-1 advantage here early. Both of those points coming via the carom.
First serve is an overserve. Second serve coming up. Highline H2H allowing players, affording players 2 serves. Second serve 4. Spinner. Backhand by Ron to the inside. Rebote forehand, swing and a miss on the 7 line. Point 4 Ron there in the orange shirt. Tapping the cesta against the sidewall. Not particularly good for the frame of the cesta. Well, that tip is arguably the hardest part of the cesta. Kind of like a hammer. Hard throw by spinner. Good catch by Ron. Backhand by Ron. Rebote forehand. Swing and a miss. Point 4 Ron in the orange shirt. Ron gets the serve. Ron going for that low, hard serve. Ron taking advantage of 2 serves here. Second serve coming up for Ron. Serve must be good, landing between the 4 and 7 line. Carom by spinner will score. That was beautifully thrown by spinner. Point 4 spinner there in the black shirt. We're tied up at 3 apiece. First player to reach 6 points will win the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match. backhand by Ron. Rebote forehand by Spinner. Catch by Ron. Costado to the inside. Well thrown by Ron to score. Beautifully thrown by Ron. Again, what we talked about in the beginning with Ron in that first set, an unforgiving player. If you're out of position, and Spinner was not out of position. Spinner was moving, but Spinner was moving in a particular direction, and Ron put the ball just about 3 inches in front of him. Beautiful throw by Ron.
Yeah, just ripped it to the inside and cutting away from the player, too. Can't get there.
Ron not one really to take advantage of the two serves, but today he is.
Like to see that.
Second serve coming up for Ron.
Well, mixed it up there. You saw him try to go for low one in the front part of the box there in the previous point. This one, a little bit over.
Catch by Spinner. Spinner throws to the inside. Ron makes the catch. Backhand by Ron, right to the corner. Catch by Ron. Carom by Ron. Scores. Point for Ron. That gives Ron a possible set point here in this first set against Spinner. Yes, Ron very much saying, I can throw caroms too. Underserve, second serve coming up for Ron. Nice pickup by Ron on the backhand. Catch by Spinner at the 9 line. Spinner back to the inside. Ron was ready for another carom. Ron, nice backhand. Rebote 2-all by Spinner. Lands wide. Point and set for Ron. We'll give the players a minute to regroup and bring them back out. So Ron wins the first set, 6-3. We'll move on here to our second set in just a moment. So you were noticing that Ron was, by you, I mean you, Andrew, you were noticing that Ron, who we haven't seen him take advantage of the two serve rule, using it strategically.
Right.
So can it be used strategically? Yeah, it can be used strategically. Knowing that that Spinner might be a little tired.
A little gassed, and you see him try to put it, probably somewhere between that 4 and 5 line instead of getting it, typically the further back you want that serve to land, makes it a tougher bounce crossing beyond the 12-13 line, but got to switch up the strategy, and I think that's going to see something you'll start to see overall in H2H, guys picking up little strategies here and there. Nobody's really used this serve, trying to move their opponent up at this stage of a match in the second match of the day where they may be a little more tired. So if anyone would do it, I mean, Ron's a very smart player. We talked about that in the previous match. You'd figure it would be him, but breaking it out here, got him the win there, 6-3. 3 points for Spinner, those two. All came from the same shot.
The carom.
All came from that carom. So is there a way, obviously you can defend the outside, but, positioning-wise, you just shade a little more to the out and, kind of force him to beat you inside?
If you notice that he's looking at you, you jerk. You just jerk.
Jerk that way?
You just jerk that way. If he's looking at you, jerk so that it looks like you're moving
to
the
head
outside.
Fake outside.
Because again, remember that, can't hold it. You can't stop the motion of that cesta.
Right.
So the picture taking with the eyes when you're in possession of the ball, you don't have a lot of time to make plans with that. Just take a peek, throw it where he's not. Let's begin our second set here. Ron wins the first set 6-3. Spinner serving here. Second set starts off, of course, 0-0. Here's the backhand by Ron. Rebote to the inside. Catch by Ron. Ron to the inside. Tough Rebote not coming out for Spinner. Ron gets the first point of the second set. Ron has the serve. Excellent catch by Spinner. Off a good serve by Ron. Here's Ron on the backhand to the inside. Rebote forehand by Spinner. Ron moves up, catches it in the air. The 2-all. I see. That's a perfect example. Ron saw him out of the corner of his eye moving to the outside. Ron felt a little bit more pressure. This is an assumption. I obviously hadn't had a chance to talk to Ron the last 15 seconds. But Ron felt a little bit more pressure to make it cut open that much more. And as a result of that increased pressure, hit the pad. One of the things that we explain to the players in training is once you're committed to throwing a shot, throw the shot. Don't try to make adjustments when you're in the middle of throwing the shot. Here's a backhand by Ron to the inside, caught by Spinner. Rebote by Spinner. Ron maneuvers around Spinner to make this catch. Hard throw to the inside is tipped by Spinner. And got a little smudge on the court. So, who's it going to be? It's going to be Tenard Davis. It's going to be Tenard Davis. That's
I've never
seen
Tennessee with a more sad look on his face, though. He wouldn't let him go out there. He just wants to... He wants to show off the midsection there. He does have nice abs. I will give him that.
You say abs?
Well, I mean, he's not doing much this week, taking the week off. So, hey, wants to be involved, get on air. We'll let him do it. 2-1 for Ron. We'll get that point up. I'm so distracted I couldn't even get the point.
That's the problem. Here's a serve for Ron. Rebote by Ron to the inside. Catch by Spinner. Backhand by Spinner. Rebote forehand by Ron. Spinner from the left side. Beautiful throw by Spinner. Good catch by Ron. Ron back to the inside. Rebote left side by Spinner. That's going to be too high. That hits the overhead screen. Point for Ron. Ron has 3 points. Hard serve by Ron. Excellent catch again by Spinner. Powerful backhand. Rebote to the inside is tipped by Spinner. Point for Ron. That gives him 4 points. First player to reach 6 points will win the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match. Ron won the first set 6-3. He's ahead here 4-1 in the second set. If he's able to finish this off, we will not have a third set. Catch by Ron. That's a beautiful catch by Ron. Big backhand, will score. That's one of the problems with Spinner's history of playing backcourt. He sometimes in singles commits to the backcourt, and if you can get it over his head like Ron just did, there's no way he's going to make the rebote. Yep. You're absolutely committed. So if it's over your head, possible set, possible match point for Ron in the orange shirt. Catch by Spinner. Nice throw by Spinner. Rebote outside placement. Stopped by Spinner. Spinner gets the forehand off in time. Here's the 2-all by Ron to score. Point set and match for Ron in the orange shirt. A well-played match by Spinner and Ron. Ron gets the win. So, Ron gets the win in that match. That'll bring us to our last match of the day. We'll have Julen and Ikeda. Ikeda came out ahead of Carbayos in the highest energy game we've had played so far today. All the way back in our second match of the day. So for our last day, we have Ikeda in purple and Julen in pink.
Yeah, and Ikeda, obviously spectacular in that first match against Spinner, caught everything that came his way. Julen just ran into the buzzsaw that was Ron here today and when he's playing like that, it's pretty tough to beat him. So should get more of a gauge of where his game is at today in this match against Ikeda. These two guys in group number one, as we said, Ikeda won his first match, so he's at 3-2. Ikeda's second place overall in this group. So if he get another win here, improves to 4-2. He's really the only one within 2 games of Ronron. Carbayos would be next closest at 3-3. However, if Julen were to win, then we would have a 3-way tie. Ikeda, Carbayos, and Julen all at 3-3 overall. So big match for the grand scheme of this group number one coming up here. Ikeda looked good, but can he keep it going against a guy in Julen? Julen's very, competitive. He has an ability to bounce back, and he's going to be a little bit upset with how that first match went against Ron. Couldn't really get anything going, couldn't show anything, couldn't utilize his power to his advantage. He's going to be able to do that more here against Ikeda, so see how he does. Quadruple zeros are up, which means we are ready to begin. Final match of the H2H day here today, singles edition for group number one. Number 16, Julen versus number 23, Ikeda.
Backhand by Ikeda. Robote left side. That's the rebound off the back wall. Clips the side wall. Ikeda makes the catch. Throws a carom. Julen stops it. Powerful forehand by Julen. Only one thing to do with that ball. That's catch it in the air. Ikeda did it nicely. Julen on the return. Here's Ikeda from the 9 line. Robote forehand by Julen. Catch by Ikeda. Carom by Ikeda lands wide. First point of this match goes to Julen in the pink shirt. Overall, a well-played point to start things off. Catch by Ikeda, backhand. Robote left side by Julen. Ikeda backing up, usually goes forward. He backs up, makes the catch. Robote left side by Julen. Ball tipped. Point for Julen. Julen has 2 points in this first set. First player to reach 6 points will win the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match. Backhand by Ikeda. Catch by Julen. Julen's backhand hits the overhead screen. That's out of play. Point for Ikeda. Catch by Ikeda. There's the backhand. Interference ruled. The point will be replayed. That's what you got to do when you believe that you've been interfered with. If you want that interference call, you have to stop your motion towards the ball. That's one of the few things needed in order to make an interference call. Backhand by Julen. Robote forehand by Ikeda. Julen makes the catch at the 9 line. Low and hard to the inside. Caught by Ikeda. Julen. Robote left side. Ooh. You got 2 sides you can catch the ball on. You can catch it on the left and throw it on the left, or you can catch it on the right and throw it on the right. You got to make that decision. Sometimes you got to make that decision on the move. Ikeda unable to do it there. Backhand by Ikeda. Rebote left side by Julen. Beautifully played to the inside. Takes a big bounce just before the 10 line. Rebote left side by Julen to the inside. Catch by Ikeda. Ikeda low and hard to the inside. Julen. Rebote left side to the inside. That's going to be a tough one. That scores on the second bounce. Well thrown by Julen. So Julen gets the point. He has 4 points. First player to reach 6 points will win the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match. Forehand by Ikeda. Julen, rebote to the inside. Ikeda with a hop, makes the catch. Back to the right side, back to the inside. Rebote, high bounce 2-all. Stopped by Ikeda. Ikeda to the inside. Julen's going to let it pass. Rebote missed. Point for Ikeda in the purple shirt. He has 2 points. Julen has 4. Ikeda has the serve. Backhand by Ikeda. Rebote forehand, swing and a miss at the 8 line. Point for Ikeda. Ikeda has 3 points. Julen has 4. Ikeda serves. Backhand by Julen. Catch by Ikeda. Rebote forehand beautifully thrown by Ikeda, but he feeds the rebote. Julen with an outside placement of the rebote. Will score. Complicated rebote. Julen manages to get a shot off. Very nice. That gives him 5 points. Possible set point for Julen in the pink shirt. That hits the overhead screen. So Ikeda now has 4 points. Still possible set point for Julen in the pink shirt.
Yes, sir. 5-4. 5-4.
Backhand by Julen. Rebote forehand by Ikeda. Catch by Julen. Backhand from the 10 line. Rebote forehand by Ikeda. Catch by Julen. Julen goes deep. Rebote forehand by Ikeda. Catch by Julen. Rebote save by Ikeda to the outside. Here's Julen on the right side. He throws a carom that will score. Point and set for Julen. Yeah, no, I believe that Ikeda thought that that was going to be a better carom than it was. It's not taking anything away from Julen's carom, but
came out a little wonky. Yeah. I thought it would be a little bit better too, and
it didn't open.
Maybe got.
Yeah, Ikeda possibly could have gotten to that, but we'll give him a minute to think about it and come back and let him play a second set.
Come back out in just a moment. 6-4 Julen taking that first set. Julen lost in straight sets to Ron. So he said we get a much better idea of where his game was at today. And he looked good. I mean, he didn't look bad against Ron. Just wasn't able to ultimately win the point. Was playing a lot of defense, made a lot of really good catches. But you see here against Ikeda, definitely playing some good highlight here today, evidenced by the fact that he took that first set 6-4. So get him back out here in just about 10 seconds. Julen already back out on the court. He's ready to go. Wants to close it out. Preparation for that 1 p.m. performance here coming up in a little over an hour from now. We'll see when this match ends up. Ikeda, though, will have the serve here. Lost the first set.
Catch by Ikeda. Throw to the inside, caught by Julen. Hard throw by Julen, caught by Ikeda. Ikeda from the forehand. Robote left side by Julen. Catch by Ikeda on the forehand. Back to the inside he goes. Ikeda, low and hard. Good pickup by Julen. Backhand. Backhand by Ikeda. Julen's there with a drop ball. Tough to pull those balls off the side wall. Point for Ikeda. He gets the first point of this second set. Backhand by Julen. Robote forehand by Ikeda. Julen makes the catch. Backhand from the 8 line. Ikeda, midcourt, comes out on the left side. Robote, that's the rebound off the back wall, caught and thrown by Julen. Outside placement will score for Ikeda. Ikeda has 2 points. Backhand by Julen. Catch by Ikeda. Ikeda goes deep. Robote left side by Julen. Catch by Ikeda. Ikeda from the forehand. Hard to the inside. Robote left side by Julen. Clips the side wall. Ikeda's got it. Placement to the inside. That's a beautiful catch by Julen. Fine Robote save by Ikeda. Julen's there. Oh, he's giving him a chance on this ball. Ikeda, Robote to the inside. Julen had him on the day hot of the drop shot. Ikeda was all the way back here, still getting up off the floor at the 10 line when Julen had it. Just have it make contact with the front wall and kill it. But he put it back, gave Ikeda Robote. Ikeda put it perfectly inside. Ikeda has 3 points. Catch by Ikeda. Ikeda to the inside. Robote missed. It's another point for Ikeda. Ikeda now has 4 points.
And Ikeda's come out and looked much more focused here in set number 2, just doing anything he can to get the ball in play, keeping it there, and Julen just making a couple mistakes there. 4-0 advantage now. Good opportunity to force third set.
Backhand by Julen. Catch by Ikeda. Ikeda low and hard to the inside. Julen for the Robote. He makes the save. Catch by Ikeda. Carom by Ikeda. Julen on the run. Ikeda makes the point. So that gives Ikeda 5 points, possible set point. If Ikeda is able to win this, we'll go to a third and decisive set. You see the players there trying to keep score for each other on the outside. They're good highlight players, lousy scorekeepers.
Math, not the strong suit.
That's a little less than math. All I got to do is spin the thing. There's the backhand by Julen. Catch by Julen. Backhand to the inside. Robote forehand by Ikeda. Julen to the inside. Robote from the 9 line. That's a save on the forehand of Ikeda. Julen's there. Julen outside. Stopped by Ikeda. Robote left side to the overhead screen. Point and set to Ikeda. We will go to a third and decisive set. So, Julen wins the first set 6-4. Ikeda wins the second set 6-0. take a 1-minute break, move on to our third set.
Ikeda rebounding there. Didn't lose a point in set number 2. One thing that he throws really well is that controlled carom from the outside. You know, a lot of guys get it up there, their opponent's hanging out in the backcourt. Some players have a tendency to overthrow it, but Ikeda always so smooth, fluid. You saw it there. I believe that got him the 5th point in that set, but a couple other times here today. So see if we'll break that out again. But you got to figure Julen a little bit eager to get back on the scoreboard there. Won that first set 6-4, and then nothing for him in set number 2. So it's a guy that played very well, but Ikeda shut him out there in that second set.
Still anyone's game going into this third and final set.
Hard to predict.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't tell you who's going to win. So, third and final set will begin now. Julen will serve since he lost that second set. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match. Backhand by Ikeda. Catch by Julen. Hard throw by Julen. Good catch by Ikeda. Rebote left side, right up the middle. Good catch by Ikeda on the forehand. Hard throw to the inside, caught by Julen. Julen to the inside. Ikeda makes the forehand Rebote save. On his end, it was fine. On the wall's end, it was too high. That hit the overhead screen. First point of the third and decisive set goes to Julen. Real hard serve by Julen. Nicely played. What a catch by Ikeda at the 11 line. Nice backhand. Catch by Julen. Almost a catch by Julen. Ball missed. Point for Ikeda. We're tied up at 1 apiece. Backhand by Julen. Rotate forehand by Ikeda. Catch by Julen. Rebote left side by Ikeda to the inside. Rebote forehand, Escapa. Point for Ikeda. Ikeda has 2 points. Julen has 1. First player to reach 6 points in this particular set will win both the set and the match. Backhand by Julen. Rebote forehand by Ikeda. Julen sets up for the rebote, plays it on the left side. Ikeda, unable to make the catch. Point for Julen in the pink shirt. First serve is an overserve. Highline H2H affording players 2 serves. Second serve coming up for Julen. Backhand by Ikeda. Catch by Julen. Hard throw by Julen. Excellent catch by Ikeda. Backhand. Rebote right up the middle. Ikeda passes on the scoop, goes for the forehand rebote. Caught by Julen there at the 7 line. Catch by Ikeda. Low and hard by Ikeda. Rebote left side by Julen. Catch by Ikeda. Julen makes a beautiful rebote save. Caught by Ikeda. Carom by Ikeda. Read and stopped by Julen. Juggling on the catch of Julen. Point for Ikeda. So when the ball comes into the cesta, it can roll, but it can't bobble. Can't bounce around in that cesta. It has to be caught and stopped Has to have full contact with the basket at all times. Backhand by Julen. Rebote forehand by Ikeda. Catch by Julen. A beautiful catch by Julen. Backhand. Hard to the inside. Forehand rebote by Ikeda. Catch by Julen. Carom by Julen opens up and scores. That was beautifully executed by Julen. Here's the backhand by Ikeda. Clips, comes out in the middle of the court. Rebote 2-all. Soft touch, but not soft enough. That landed out. Point 4. Ikeda has 4 points. Powerful forehand throw by Julen. Nice catch and return by Ikeda. Julen to the outside. Ikeda makes the catch. Rotate forehand. Clips the overhead screen. Point for Ikeda. He has 5 points. Possible set, possible match point for Ikeda. First serve is an overserve. Second serve coming up for Ikeda must be good. Once again, it is possible set, possible match point for Ikeda in the purple shirt. Long carom by Julen scores perfectly. That was beautifully executed by Julen. Julen has 4 points. It's still possible match, possible set point here for Ikeda, who is receiving in the purple shirt. Hard first serve. Great catch by Ikeda. Nice backhand. Rebote for Julen. Swing and a miss. Point, set, and match for Ikeda in the purple shirt. Overall, well played by both Ikeda and Julen here in this 6th and final match for H2H today.
Well, that carom almost got Julen back into it. Carom certainly the shot of the day. Spinner used it. A couple guys, Ikeda, Ron, Julen. Everybody here today using that pretty effectively. But overall, great day. Group number 1 comes out, and they always bring it, these guys. Feature game players, some of the best that Magic City has to offer. And started off with a great match between Benny and Spinner, followed by Carbayos and Ikeda, which was one of the most entertaining matches we've seen in this competition. Just 2 guys going at it, back and forth, exciting stuff. Ron was surgical the way he was taking out some of these guys. So, see, the next time they come out will be in a couple weeks, but we've got 2 pari-mutuel performances to close out the day, so we won't be seeing them in H2H, but some more highlight coming up here to finish off the day, Stu.
That, ladies and gentlemen, will do it for Highline H2H for June 14th, 2021. We're pleased that you chose to join us for a Highline H2H here in the Magic City at Magic City Highline. We encourage you to join us in just about an hour for a 1 p.m. performance of 8 pari-mutuel games, followed by the second performance at 4:30. On behalf of the players, staff, and management of Magic City Highline, we do thank you for joining us today and hope to see you again here in just about an hour for our 1 p.m. performance. Have a good day, everybody.